Hello, hello, hello. I'm sorry, everybody. Sorry. I was a few minutes getting in here. PG had some last minute stuff happening there. Um, oh look, Jeannie on the block says, "Hi PG, Maz chat, girl, you are number one in here tonight. Hey, prayers and much love to you too. Prayers and much love to you, number one, girl." And Miss Justice 1111, number two says, "Hey PG, hey to you, girl." And oh, here we go. Mountain Mama is number three. Yes. Hello, PG in chat. Hello to you. Hello to you. And the legendary number four. All right. Woohoo. It's PG time. Amen. Absolutely. Listen, you guys. PG been getting a lot of info. A lot of info going on. Stephanie, good to see you, sweetie. Oh, Mountain Mama became a member. All right. God bless. God bless. Oh, wow. And Mountain Mama gifted 5 Prayer Garden of America memberships. Hey, girl, I appreciate that. God bless. God bless. Wow. This night is coming in like a lamb. It's coming in like a lamb. Probably going to go out like a lion, right? There's a warrant out for Fred's arrest. Oh, I hope that's not true. I hope that. Why would they do that? I think he's been doing everything he's supposed to do. I don't know, but I heard. Maybe not. Right? Maybe not. I don't know. I ain't heard that. I ain't heard that, you guys. I haven't heard it. So I don't know. I don't know. Oh, if it isn't Candy Kang. Oh, Candy Kang. Let's see. Well, they're gone. They's a listening to something, wasn't they? They's a listening to something, y'all. I couldn't tell what they's a listening to. Right? Hello, PG. Spread the love. How you doing, sweetie? How you doing? God bless. Much love. Good to see you. And let me. Oh, absolutely. Thank you for gifting the memberships. I appreciate that. Oh, that is so sweet. God bless. God bless. Um, Texas Brad, how you doing, sweetie? How you doing? Good evening, PG. Much love. God bless. Summer's Army always. Mods and chat. Amen. Absolutely. Hey, Kay Seawood, how you doing, sweetie? Good to see everybody in here. I'm trying to get down through here, you guys. I'm trying to get down through here. Um, I wasn't. There's a whole lot of things going on right now, you guys. So, you know, you want to stay tuned with PG over the next few lives because there's a lot of stuff. Crazy retired lady, how you doing? Ah, Williams, how you doing? Prayers to you, girl. Prayers to you. Or, hey, who there? Oh, Molly, good to see you, girl. Good to see you in here, girlfriend. And let me see. Okay, I'm finally at the bottom. I'm at the bottom, you guys. Hey, Colt, good to see you, hon. Good to see you. Sassy Cat, good to see you. I was worried about you, girl. I was worried about you. I was hitting Beth Ann up asking her about you today until you called. I was like super worried. I was like, Beth Ann, have you heard from Sassy Cats? Because I haven't. Uh oh, I love Mama Peachy. Hey girl, I love you guys. You know I love you. Um anyway, yeah, there's a lot going on, y'all. A lot going on. Now, I did some looking into to that Andy Paul. Okay, I've been getting into Andy Paul's business, right? Hey, Beth Ann, how you doing, sweetie? Good to see you. And I'm going to tell you a little bit about Andy Paul because I'm going to get to everything tonight early. Um, this is Andy Paul right here, the guy that's supposed to be up there living in the shed on the Wells property. Yeah, he was. I believe he was on the Wells property, right? I do. I do believe he was up there. I'll tell you guys why. I think he's got Grandis's glasses. I think he's wearing, look, they're too big for him. Look at that. I'm telling you, I think he made off with their glasses, you guys. Just saying. Just saying. I was like, dang, are those her glasses? They sure look alike, right? They look alike. I was like, yeah, he was up there. He was up there all right. Absolutely. He was up there. I was like, damn, that's crazy. And then I looked at some other pictures. She got some different glasses on. I'm like, I thought those glasses looked a little big for his head, right? I thought they looked big for his head. And I was like, whoa, you really went to a eye doctor. I don't think they give you glasses sticking out like that. And then I seen Grandis, right? I was like, ooh, I bet that's where he got them, right? He must got up and put on the wrong glasses before he left. But anyway, yeah. So, just more proof. Just more proof, you guys. Just more proof that he was there. I'm like, dang. But yeah. Anyhow, this is old Andy Paul. I'm going to let this play through because I want you guys not to miss anything. I want you to not miss anything. I'm going to break it down for you. I'm going to break it down for you tonight. And he drove a red Ford F-150 pickup, a pickup. Now, right here, supposedly something like this was seen. I remember some kind of truck supposedly being seen down the road. He also had a black Chevrolet S10 pickup. These are the vehicles that Andy Paul supposedly was driving. The different vehicles he supposedly was driving. So I want to, and that's important. It's important. He also had a gray Nissan Altima, right? Another vehicle. This guy always getting a different vehicle. He is exactly 2 hours, 36 minutes away from the Wells. 2 hours, 36 minutes, 163 miles from the Wells. Now I've been talking to people that know Andy Paul. This is where Andy Paul supposedly was living. Okay, this is where he was living. In Tennessee, away from the Wells, about 2 hours, 30 minutes away from the Wells. But in Tennessee, when something says 2 hours and 30 minutes, you can do it in about an hour and 15, to be honest with you. That's how fast you can go. You can go almost double speed. Because they're scheduling that off of like 60 miles per hour, right? In Tennessee, you can go like almost double that. Trust me, I know. So he could have been there a lot sooner. But this is the trailer place that he supposedly supposed to be living, out there. This, if you go out on the road, walk out from his trailer, if you look to the left, you will see all of this. You will see all of this right here. That's if you're looking to the left as you come out onto the road. And if you look to the right, this is what you see. Nothing, right? Like nothing. Um, Nothing. This is what you see across the road. This is on the other side of him, across the street. If you were sitting in the doorway of that place, this is what you'd be looking at. And so, you know, that's Andy, where Andy Paul supposedly, you know, is housing himself up at. Now, we're going to move on because it gets real weird right here. This is Andy Paul's. No, this is still, we're still across the road. We're still across the road. Hold on. Now this is where it gets weird. Employer. I looked up where, looked up where he works, right? This is supposed to be where he works. This is supposed to be where he works, you guys. And there's nothing there, right? It's like an empty field. There's nothing there. He's supposed to be working here. I mean, unless there's something back in there I can't see. His employment is a big empty field. Yeah, he's supposed to be working in an empty field. Look at this. Where the hell's an employment? I can't find it. I can't find no employment. I mean, man, I tell you what, I wish that cold would leave. Don't come back. Unless he's working down here in a barn. But, that ain't the address. That ain't the address to his job down here. And the address to his job was just that big empty field. So I don't know. This is the address to his job, y'all. Right here. This is the address. And they ain't nothing there. Nothing there. Look at this. Look at that. Nothing. I don't see shit. So I don't know. I'm actually thinking about making a couple phone calls and say, hey, how is this dude working in an empty field? Could somebody explain that to me, please? Right? He's registered. You're supposed to be keeping up with him, and you got an address to an empty field as his job location. That don't make no sense to me. That needs to be looked into. Just saying. That's kind of weird. That's weird. Now, everybody was saying they was seeing a Tacoma pickup truck, right? Well, this is what Andy Paul was driving. At the bottom. Up at the top there is what people said they were seeing. Could they be mistaken? I don't know. I don't think I could mistake I don't think I could mistake one truck for the other, but some people could. If you don't know vehicles, you probably could. If you ain't educated on vehicles, you probably could. I don't know. I mean, I'm not that educated on vehicles. I mean, somebody said what kind of vehicle was it, I'd be like, hell, I don't know. Take a picture, it lasts longer. I don't know. I have to take a picture of the shit. But it's good for me to know. It's good for me to know that, I'm into vehicles and stuff. So, what kind they are. If it looks nice, then, I'm interested. If it don't, I ain't. That's all I know. Inside, outside looks good. It's good for me. I don't care about what's stamped on the front or the back of it. But, and having awareness that, I don't take heed to, what this or that or whatever is. I know to take a picture, right? I know to take pictures. You know, something's flying down the road or doing something ain't supposed to be doing. Take a picture, right? And that way I don't have to guess what it was. I can just show what it was, right? I mean, I always be videoing and snapping pictures anyway. So, you know, um, when my car goes down the road, it's getting everything anyway, so it doesn't matter. In this world, you have to be like that because so many things happen. But anyway, let's listen to Jody Sue.
I asked them, where the last place they saw Summer was. But what I was told was that the last place they seen Summer was at the swing set. And I was like, and then I asked how long that had been. And I get told 5, 10 minutes. I immediately know that time's but I'm like, well, they're kids, and time travel is different for children, right? So, pay no mind, but I do take the location.
Now, I'm going to tell you something. Jody Sue wanted to play Summer outside. She wanted to play Summer outside. She wanted to place, a scream at four. Well, she said first 4:47, 4:42, kicked it back to 4:30, right? Kicked it back to 4:30. That freaking screen time got kicked. Man, I thought it was a soccer ball the way it was getting kicked around. I was like, whoa, wait a minute. I mean, what time was it? Was it 42? Was it 47? Was it 30? I don't know. Um, when things start getting moved around like that, then, you got to wonder, is it even the truth? And I don't think it was. Um, and she's like, she didn't understand why. Put a one in the chat if you remember Jody Sue saying, um, making a comment. She made a comment that she don't know why Candace just didn't play Summer outside instead of inside the house. I remember her saying that. She didn't understand what she actually said. I don't even know why Candace turned it into law enforcement, right? She said, I don't even know why Candace turned it into law enforcement. At one point, that's what Jody Sue said. So I don't know. I was talking with someone today. I'm going to play, I wasn't able to get it in content, but I'm bringing it out. I'm bringing it out, you guys. Um, and, you know, how soon, I don't know. I don't know if it's going to be tomorrow. Tomorrow is Memorial Day weekend. Tomorrow's Memorial Day. So I won't be in tomorrow, you guys. I won't be in tomorrow night. I want to let you know I won't be here. Um, but I will be back. I will, God willing, I'll be back on Tuesday night. And I'm gonna do everything I can to get this recording that I have in content for you guys. I'm gonna put this recording in content. It's got a lot of stuff on there that's going to be very interesting. I'm also got some other things going on as well. But you know, uh, and I will be bringing that to the table then as well. I was kind of late getting in here tonight, late everything, but I'm telling you, um, there's a lot of new names getting kicked around in the Summer Wells case. Um, one thing that has not changed, is the fact that the people behind the scenes I'm talking to, and the one thing that is not changing is they truly believe, they truly believe Don, Candace, and Grandis know exactly what happened to Summer. They, in their opinion, Don, Candace, and Grandis had all to do with what went down June 15th, 2021. No, they're not swaying on that. They're just saying that what they're saying is other people, they believe other people's involved, right? Other people's involved. Um, some more names been coming out lately. Law enforcement, I understand law enforcement, is talking, actually, talking to certain people about Summer's case. Um, so I guess, I guess the case ain't sitting completely still. It ain't sitting completely still. So with that being said, um, there's a lot going on. Now, was Andy Paul up there? I don't know. I don't know, but I did find out some new information about Andy Paul. Um, and let me share it with you. Let me share with you what I have, what I've heard. Um, and some particular people, and the reason I stopped this video right here, and I asked, please put the one in there if you remember, is because I'm finding a lot of people, are a little suspicious of Jody Sue and Andy and all of this as well. So, you know, and the way Jody Sue talks and the way she wants to play Summer outside, right? Outside and everything. That's a big red flag because Candace clearly says Summer was inside the house, right? Inside the house.
Seriously. But because they seem pretty well firm on theirs, as opposed to Candace, who doesn't, and it's so vague with her that, and the one part that felt different when I was talking to her, to where I just was like, whatever, she didn't have eyes on her at all, or something,
I don't know.
It's gonna be a good day. And I feel pretty good. Keep being asked, and I have for a while, but it's picked up some. So, I keep being asked if I'm the one that reported the truck, the red truck, right? And I'm not. I didn't. I'm not the one that came from. If whispers and rumors are to be believed, I kind of know who did. I think I've talked to that person once or twice for a pretty lengthy bit before, JD shows up on the scene. At one point about, anyway, I'm not going to give specifics, but seemed to be a pretty good person of pretty good character to me. So anyway, there was a point, however, during all of this that, we were all starting to be asked about it. And, it took a little while in, but, we were all starting to be asked about it. Because, well, I don't really want to get into that either. We're all being asked about it, and then, I did report, because as I was running the survey lines and finding spikes and, getting everything ready for everything to do with JD, which we didn't know was going to be JD at that point, obviously my health was bad, and there would be, basically every day I would do what I could to get the survey lines run, whatever, but I knew at a certain point, once I got downhill, that I would have to rest and stuff, or I couldn't make the walk back up. So, anyway, I was sitting there, for the most part, throughout the day, off and on, sometimes for an hour or two before my body would let me go back up. There were also, in the evening times, I would usually walk down to meet Voldemort, after, he'd gotten off work. So I was standing there at a certain time, usually every day, and there was a truck that kept coming in and out. And, this truck and the person in it kind of stuck with me, which was odd because I'm not much on cars. There were some things where beta blockers a couple years ago kind of messed with everything, but it's usually Voldemort that was best with vehicles, and things like that.
Couple years ago, what the hell does a couple years ago? I mean, Summer disappeared June 15th, 2021, right? 2021, not, uh, 2019, 2018. What the hell does a couple years? It has, I mean, none of this was in the works. A couple years. Why are we going, I don't know. I mean, that's the one thing. When you listen to Jody Sue, she all over the fucking place, right? She all over the place. And then it's like pause, right? Some, oh my gosh. I don't even want to get into all that. Trust me, it was enough when I was listening.
The past couple years. But he wasn't necessarily there during the times I was seeing this truck. And I did report that. I was like, well, wait. I was like, there was this truck. It was coming in at the same time almost every day. The guy was being a little weird, but I thought it was traffic for something else. And it didn't really, I don't know. For some reason, the guy stuck with me.
You thought it was traffic down the road where they're picking things up, yeah. I mean, they don't think to call 911 when they see weird vehicles, because they see in weird vehicles all the time coming in and, going someplace to get some goody good stuff, right?
I mean, we were just inches apart most days. He passed me as I was standing at the very tip of the driveway. But for some reason, his face stuck with me. And that's something strange these days.
Yeah, and they offered to get you a sketch artist. And you know what? That didn't ever happen, right? Didn't ever happen. They're just willing to get a sketch artist to see who this person's face looked like. And, no, I'm going to tell you, I don't believe the shit about a red truck. I don't believe the shit about, some man sticking in her head. Because if I truly seen a vehicle every day with some weirdo in it, and I know what the weirdos looks like, and somebody said, hey, let's do a sketch, we'll get you a sketch artist, I would be like, absolutely, right? Absolutely, let's do it. And I would absolutely take the time, right? I would take the time for the artist to, I mean, even if we had to FaceTime, right? If we had to FaceTime, I had to explain what and they, hold it up, okay, this change it. We're going to do it until the sketch is looking like the person in that vehicle. But if I seen somebody coming down my road, looking all funk, right, looking all funk and shit, I'm going to snap a picture, right? I'm going to take a picture of the damn truck. I'm going to take a picture of them, right? I'm going to say cheese, right? Snap. What can they do? Nothing, right? Nothing at all. I mean, I'll be like, hey, weirdo, what you doing here, right? What the hell you doing here? Yeah, I took a picture of you. I see you every day coming down through here, and you have no business being in here, right? Why don't you explain yourself? What are you doing here? Matter of fact, it just hit 911. They're on their way. They like to talk to you too. I mean, when Andy and Jody Sue went down there, and chased a man off that had a deed to his property. I'm going to tell you something. And they didn't have no problem taking a picture of him, right? They had a picture of him. They had a picture of his truck, a picture of him, all kinds of shit. That tells me if Jody Sue really saw some red truck with some weirdo in it, she would have pictures of that shit. She'd have pictures of that shit too. She had a bunch of them of poor Mr. Dobbs, right? Showing them all over.
So
bullshit.
I did report it. And then it wasn't a description of the guy. Nothing really came of it. I didn't hear anything from anybody. And then it wasn't long after that, there was a post by someone, and it was shared into a group. But somebody had shared that they had had a yard sale, and they didn't live very far from Candace and I on Ben Hill. And that Candace and Summer had been there, and I think the boys as well. I'd have to look back and see where I saved that, and I'll put it in the comments. So I don't know who this is. I still don't, for the life of me, know who it is. But at a certain point, I stopped digging because it didn't. Anyway, so this lady, after I'd reported the truck, and it did have ladder racks on it, but no ladders. The ladder racks were black, as I recall. And anyway, so like I said, I'll share her thing here in a minute in the comment section. But she describes a truck and a man coming in and out of where she's having the yard sale at, where Candace and the kids go. And that he was coming in and out, and it was a truck that hadn't been in there, and it matches the exact guy in the exact truck. And that's when I was like, this isn't right. And I tried to report it again with the description and proof that I had previous.
She says, and I tried to report it again, right? I tried to report it again. So there's no record of a report. It's just that she tried. Okay.
Said something to someone, that way it wasn't, well, you saw this on the internet and now you're saying. So I have proof that in my description came before this lady's post online, but her post was reshared into a group without her name or anything or information attached. And I was told it would be passed on to detectives, and I never heard anything. So, and I thought, well, okay, must not be anything, and they must know it's not the same, whatever they're looking for is not the same guy or the same truck. But I did notice that after everything had happened and Summer had vanished, I didn't see this truck any longer. I've not seen the guy since. Same thing seems to have been the case with the other lady 7 miles from us, where Summer and the boys and Candace had bought stuff at a yard sale. And at one point, Voldemort had told me to pass along information of where he thought that truck stayed, things like that. And I honestly can't say that he was right, but we passed that on as well. Still never heard anything. And I really don't know that Voldemort was right on that part, honestly. But I do know that I was seeing a red truck. It wasn't bright red. I know that I and the yard sale lady were seeing the same guy, both of which did not belong.
I know it wasn't bright red. That van isn't bright red either. That van right there isn't bright red either.
In our roads, he was coming and going from Ben Hill at a certain time of day. That even the woodcutters and crews and stuff weren't even in the hollow anymore. So, I still don't know who he is. I know that it seemed like that ladder rack was.
She says the woodcutters and stuff still wasn't in the hollers, right? Still wasn't in the hollers, cutting wood or anything yet. Well, when the woodcutters came in there, they was in there for for quite a long time, right? They was in there for quite a long time, cutting all that brush and all that stuff out. Um, Matter of fact, they had knocked off early that day. They knocked off work, all of them, and left before Candace ever got home. Grandis and Candace had gotten back home on the hill. They were already gone, right? They were already gone. So there was nobody left in the holler when Candace got home with Summer on that property. Nobody was there.
Was coming and going off of the truck. I can still see the guy's face, and I can still picture the truck and how high it was, and him looking at me and just, I don't know, but I figured if it was anything, somebody would have gotten hold of us, but no. Long story short, I was not the one that reported the truck. And so either way, but yeah, I don't, it wasn't me who reported the red truck. Queen, I said I didn't see a red truck on the 15th. Because that's what Green Eyes was saying last night. You seen a red truck on the 15th? No, the fuck I didn't. Saw a red flash. Heard a heavy car door, truck door or something. Been seeing a red truck for weeks prior to that. You can see they just jet the fuck off, right? And I'll tell you that,
And there you go. And there you go. Like I said, she had pictures of Mr. Jobs' vehicle, everything, right? She took pictures. And you seen that there was a red vehicle, right? A red vehicle around her trailer. And you see that she got video of it, right? She showed it on her phone. She's got video. Jody Sue, if she would have seen somebody coming in and out of there that was, suspicious, she would have took pictures. She would have had pictures, you guys. No doubt in my mind. All of this red truck on Ben Hill Road with Jody Sue is bullshit, if you ask me. My opinion, bullshit. The scream, bullshit. Why is she making up lies? Why is she making up lies? I don't know. Why? Why does she feel that she needed to be out here and able to hear? And why does she feel like she needed to be closer to this case than Summer's own parents, right? Why does she feel like she needed to be out here in this? Something suspicious about that, right? Something suspicious about that. Real suspicious, if you ask me. I don't know. But, don't make no sense. Don't make no sense to me. But, what I think Jody Sue, what I think Jody Sue saw, and the reason that, she tried to keep Candace and Donald in check,
I think
was right here. Right here.
Twice.
That's what I think she saw. And I think she knows what the hell she saw. Is that van right there. Is that van. And I'm going to tell you why. Let me show you. Something. Right here. Take a look, you guys. Take a look at this. Red van. This is the news, right? This is the news that did this later in Summer's case. This came from, and this is what Cam and Allie, right? Cam and Allie, when they, Cam and Allie showed up there, way after Chris was up there. Cam and Allie showed up on the land, up on the property. down the road, down the road from when Summer came up missing. They wasn't on it at the beginning. They came later, and you know, and this is months. This is like months later, after after Chris McDonough was up there. The van's here, but let me show you when Chris is up here. When Chris was up on the land, no red van, guys. Look, no red van, no red van. Take a look. None. There's no red van, you guys. Look at this. Chris was up there within a what, 2-3 weeks of Summer coming up missing. He was up there pretty quick after Summer came up missing, and with Candace, and no red van, you guys, none. It's not up there. No red van. Look at this. Nope, ain't none. Where was the red van? Where was the red van? Early on, that van was not there, you guys. It wasn't there, right? It wasn't there. I'm suspicious upon that red van. And Jody Sue, taunted Candace with, oh, I saw a flash of red. I saw a flash of red. And it wasn't a bright red. It was a dull red, baby. It was a dull red. Right there you go. Right there. Old dull ass, worn out red van. That I personally talked to someone that knows, Candace and the kids, and somewhat of Don Wells, and they told me that this is the van that came out of Arkansas. Don and Candace was actually homeless in this van when they came to Arkansas to live with his mother. And they was living out of this van, you guys. They were homeless in this van. And they came to Arkansas, or came to Tennessee from Arkansas in this particular van. And this is the particular van that they was driving, that actually they were driving for a long time, right? For a long time. Still driving it. But it was gone. Did law enforcement check this van? Did law enforcement get to go over this van with a fine-tooth comb? Does law enforcement, where was this van? Right? Where was this van? Did they check this van? Did they look in it? Did they have the dogs in it? I don't think so, because it wasn't there. It wasn't there to be checked. As we seen, it was not there. It was, it showed back up. It showed back up months later. But at the time that they were up there searching, it wasn't there, you guys. Take a look. Not there. I don't see it. I don't see it anywhere. And it wasn't parked over by Grandma's camper either. I checked. I showed you guys last night. It wasn't there. So, and this is Summer Swing. This is where Jody Sue wants to play Summer. And I hear they took the swing down now. I don't know, but I heard they took Summer Swing down. I don't know. That's, that's what I'm hearing. But anyway, this weirdo guy right here, did he have anything to do with Summer's case? I don't know. But I did hear that he did hang on Ben Hill Road a whole lot. He hung on Ben Hill Road a whole lot. Matter of fact, Fred Hill ran this guy off. Fred Hill ran this guy out of Ben Hill. He told this guy that he had 3 hours to pack it up and get the hell out of Ben Hill Road, off the Wells property, out of Ben Hill Road, or else he wished he did. And it's because this guy right here was giving minors, right? Minors. some, minors that Fred cared about. Minors that Fred cared about. He was given these minors, substances, illegal substances that they weren't supposed to have. Okay. And allegedly, he was given these minors. This is, I got to say, allegedly. The person said, yes, he was doing it. But allegedly, he was given these, the child was like 14, 15 years old. Now, after Fred ran him away from Ben Hill Road, he came back. And there was a couple minors at a mall. There was a couple minors at the mall. It happened to be one of the same minors that Fred had run this guy off, right? That Fred had run this guy off about. And at the mall, he, allegedly attacks this minor who is now 16 years old. And then he attacks her girlfriend, which is 15, from my understanding, 15 years old. And I guess the 15-year-old, it was all bad. It was all bad for the 15-year-old. From what I understand, the 15-year-old was almost unalived by this guy. So that's what I'm hearing. That's what I'm hearing. And all of this, holds dear and near to Fred Hill, right? To Fred Hill. Now, Fred can't say, I'm not sure about this guy, because Fred actually ran him off. Fred actually has had more than one run-in with this guy, right? With this guy. So, I don't know. What does this guy play in all of this? I don't know. Why would Fred change up his story when he definitely knows that Andy Paul is the guy that he had, more than one run-in with, right? More than one episode with. I don't know. But, I don't know what the hell's going on Ben Hill Road. These people tell stuff and then they want to retract it. They tell stuff, they want to retract it, right? Well, Fred can't retract that. He can't retract that. And I have it on recording, you guys. I have it on recording. I mean, I have it. So what I'm saying is, and Fred ran this guy out of Ben Hill Road, years, like a couple years prior to Summer coming up missing. A couple years prior, all of this stuff happened a couple years prior to Summer coming up missing. It didn't happen around the time she came up missing. So I don't think this guy would have been around Ben Hill Road at the time Summer came up missing, because, he knew Fred would be looking for him with what he had done. He knew Fred would be looking for him. So I don't think he would have been back in there, right? I don't think he would have. I don't know. I mean, some people, you don't know. You don't know, you guys. But that's what I'm hearing. So how Fred's, trying to retract on things right now, I don't know. Don't get me wrong. I like Fred. And is he being pressured? Is he being threatened? I don't know. I don't know what's going on in Fred's ball court. I just know, I'm not here to make friends. I'm here to get the truth for Summer Moon Utah Wells. I'm here for the victim. Not no suspects, not for anyone living on Ben Hill Road. I'm not here for that. I'm not here to make friends. I'm here to find the truth for Summer Moon Utah Wells. And like I said, it might ruffle feathers. It might, I don't care. I don't care. What I do care about is this little girl who is missing, and God only knows what happened to her, right? She's the one. She's the one. Summer is the one praying to be found. Summer's the one that was screaming out, help me, help me. Somebody, help me. Well, we're that somebody. We're that somebody, you guys. And we heard that little girl screaming. And you don't think she's still screaming? You don't think she's still screaming? She needs to be found. And I don't have no mercy or anything on the people surrounding her case, because the people surrounding her case, I feel could have done a lot more, and they haven't. They haven't. I feel that feel that the people surrounding her case, have some kind of, they got some kind of dog in it. They got a dog in this race. The way they're staying so close to it and to the vest and everything, it's making me more suspicious, right? It's making me more suspicious the way, you got these people, staying real close. And also, it seems like when Andy came out, and started getting on Fred, confronting Fred, actually kind of like intimidating, right? He's trying to intimidate Fred. Well, did it work? Did his intimidation work? Is that why Fred is all of a sudden trying to pull back on a lot of things? I don't know. I don't know. What the hell's going on? What's going on, you guys? What's going on? Because I'm going to tell you, I don't think, I truly believe, I truly believe that Don, Candace, and Grandis, in my opinion, had all to do with what happened to Summer, June 15, 2021. In my opinion, it was completely pre-planned and carried out, June the 15th, 2021. In my opinion, I truly believe that there's more people involved. There's more, but who are those who's? Who are those who's, right? There's more people involved. Who are they? Who are they? Right? Who are they? Does Fred know more than he's saying? I think so. I think so. Right? I actually think so. I'm going to tell you, I got some good stuff. I got some good stuff recorded. And I'm going to be bringing it out. I'm going to be bringing it out. There's a whole lot of new stuff, a whole lot of new info that I don't think anybody else has ever heard, but it's going to be coming out. It's going to be coming out. But, of course, Fred knows this guy. I mean, why would he ever forget somebody? Why would he forget somebody that he gave 3 hours to get the hell out of Ben Hill Road, pack your shit and get the hell out of here? Or, don't be here when I come back. Don't be here when I come back. Right? You did something to someone close to me, a minor, and your ass ain't going to, and I'm not going to be tolerating you. I'm not going to be tolerating. And then the guy comes back. He comes back a few months later, right? The child's 15. He comes back a little while later when the child turns 16 and, tries to force himself, right? And did on the 15-year-old, to the point the 15-year-old, from my understandings, almost didn't make it through it, right? Almost got online, got put in a hospital. So because of this man right here, and that's the second round Fred had with this guy, the second time, right? And this guy he knew Fred would be looking for him. He knew it. So how could Fred forget that? How could Fred forget that? Oh, hell yeah, Fred knows this guy. Absolutely. Everybody up in that holler knew this guy, right? Everybody up in this holler knew this guy. And definitely, Candace and Don and Grandis knew Cotton. They knew Cotton because Cotton had been seen coming off that hill more than once. Cotton had been seen coming off that hill more than once, right? Off of the Wells Hill. And he visited Fred's house 2-3 times a month. He was in the holler 2 or 3 times a month. Cotton was down there in the holler, hanging around with the Wells or hanging around with Fred and Laura and them. Yeah. So they knew Cotton. They absolutely did know Cotton. Now, did what happened to Cotton have anything to do with Summers' case? Well, a lot of people are thinking it did. They're thinking, they're thinking it did. And it's very possible, yes. Very possible, yes. Absolutely. Absolutely. So, I don't know. It's just going to take one person. It's just going to take one person. It's just going to take that one person that God puts it upon that's going to spill the beans, and Summers' case will be solved. Just that one person. And I think God's working with some people. I I used to think if anybody's going to tell the truth on this case, I used to think it was going to be, Donald. I really did. I thought Don was the weak link, or maybe grandma, because she's so damn old. I thought, one of these two might break. One of these two might break for Summers' sake. I'd be praying for it. But I'm going to tell you something. I'm starting to think that I'm starting to think it's somebody totally different. For real. I'm starting to think it's somebody totally different that God's working with. And possibly knows some things that can help solve this baby's case. And God lays it on you. You're going to, whether you want to do it or not, God lays it on you. It's going to get done, right? It's going to get done. I mean, it'll be out your mouth before you knew it got told. So, yeah, I think it could be somebody totally different, you guys. That's what I think. But, we'll wait and see. There's a lot of secrets. Been being kept. A lot of secrets been being kept, you guys. A lot of secrets, a lot of things that haven't been told. And, but like I said, it's going to be put in content. I mean, you guys didn't know about Fred and this guy. You guys had no idea what the run in between Fred and this guy was. You do now, right? You do now. Yeah, there's a lot of secrets. And, you talk to the right people, and those secrets start coming out. on them. So I want you guys to know that. I also want you to know there will be video coming out, to prove it. What I'm saying is truth. Absolutely truth. So it is, it is what it is. Will Summers' case be solved? I don't know, you guys. I'm not sure. I know that it's still being diligently worked on. I know that it's been taken away from Hawkins County and it's in the TBI's hands now. I know that it was taken away for a reason, right? It was taken away for a reason. I know that there's people being questioning this. A lot of people being questioning this, and still are, where Summers' case is concerned. And will it be solved? Well, I tell you what, if if they're anywhere close, to possibly, possibly getting, um, if they feel they've got, getting close to having enough to prosecute upon. That's what I'm talking about. To prosecute upon. You're going to hear some news stations coming up June this year around June 15th. Summer's 3 year. There will be news stations start to open up and cover it. Now, if it's running cold, getting ready to be, if it's on the shelf, getting ready to be cold cased, you're not going to hear nothing. You're not going to hear nothing. So we got to wait and see. We got to wait and see. We got to wait and see. But if news stations pop out, start to cover, Summer's case, then I would say there's still, her case ain't on the shelf. It ain't on the shelf. It's still, it's still up and going strong. It's still going strong. It's still being investigated. They got something. So, just have to wait and see. Got to wait and see. And that's what PG's doing. That's what I'm doing. That's what I'm doing right now. I'm waiting to see. Anyway, the Moo came out with a wish list, right? Moo came out with a wish list. I don't know. It's some kind of, I don't know if it's from my hearing, what I'm hearing, I don't know, it's some kind of armpits or something pit, some kind of pit in the backyard, armpit, leg pit, I don't know, something pit. Something, some kind of obviously smelly thing in the backyard. I don't know. But if you all want to donate or you want to help and get some things for it, well, you come on down and you get that done, right? You come on down and you fund that armpit out in the backyard, that sweat pit, right? That's what I'm hearing. That's what I'm hearing. Now, yeah, it's true. I seen it with me own eyes. You guys. Seen it with me own eyes. You guys know I don't lie. I saw it, right? I saw where she's taken, she's got a wish list for a sweat pit somewhere in the backyard. And, right? I don't know if she's going to roast marshmallows in it or, stir the pot out there or what she's going to do. But I just know there's some wish list going on. Again. I mean, but anyway, so I decided to make a wish list myself. Why can't PG have a wish list? I never had one, to be honest. So I thought, it would be nice for PG to have a wish list. What do you guys think? Put a 1 in the chat if you think it would be sweet for PG to make a wish list. Because I got it with me. I'm going to show you guys my wish list. Don't you think it would be nice if PG had a wish list? Put a 1 in the chat. Put a 1 in the chat if you fulfill my wish list. If you guys would fulfill PG's wish list, put a 1 in the chat. Oh, wow. You guys really... Look at that. You guys are so beautiful, man. You guys going to fulfill PG's wish list. For real. Absolutely. Hey, you guys, man, I love y'all. I do. I truly love you. Well, I'm going to show you PG's wish list. I'm going to show you PG's wish list. Here it is. Right there. Prayer Garden of America's wish list. Here is my wish list, you guys. My wish list is Sebastian is found safe. Summer is found. And wherever she is, God is keeping her safe. That's my wish list right here. That Elijah gets found and all missing children get justice against their evildoers. That Quentin is dancing in heaven. This is PG's wish list, you guys. Take a look at it. Take a look at it. That's PG's wish list. And it goes on. It goes on. That JLR is healed by our God and back with us soon. And Summer's army, well, I wish that every one of us stay well and moving on. May the sun shine warm upon our faces, the rain fall soft upon our fields, and until we meet again, may God hold us all in the palm of his hand. That's my wish list. That's PG's wish list. I don't need a sweat pit, man. I don't need a sweat pit. Oh, hell no. I don't be sweating. Right? I don't be sweating. So I don't need that. Right? I don't need it. But this is my wish list. Right? This is it right here. And I think, and I personally think that, this is the only kind of wish list that should be put out there. And, all of your wishes should be for other people to be doing good, right? To be doing good. That's what your wishes should be. That, that not only yourself and your family and your friends, but all the people around you, right? Your wish should always be that the whole world is doing great, right? Love, kindness, joy, caring, sharing. That's what life's about, right? It ain't about materialistic stuff, right? It ain't about a sweat pit. What the hell is a sweat pit anyway? I don't even know. I don't know, but I know I don't want one. I know I don't want one. That's what PG does know. But yeah, that's PG's wish list. And I'll tell you what, you guys are awesome. You guys are absolutely awesome. I mean, you had no idea what I was going to pull up. You had no idea. I mean, I could have pulled a list up, man. I could have pulled a list up a mile long, like freaking Santa Claus, right? The Santa Claus list. Everything I want for Christmas. And you guys were like, yeah, PG, we'll help out. That's beautiful. It's beautiful to know. It's beautiful to know, right? That you got people who are going to be there for you like that. But you know what? It ain't about, everybody being there for PG, right? It's about PG supposed to be here for everybody. It's about, all of us being here for these missing children. That's what it's about. Our greatest wish is these babies to be found, brought home, justice served. That's our wish, man. That's our wish list right there. And I think I'm speaking for every last one of us when I say that. Every last one of us. These kids need to be found. And, it's important. It's important. I'm going to be looking into some things because I want to know. I need to know if this van. I need to know if this van was checked. I need to know if this van was looked into, because that van was not there. It wasn't there, you guys, when Chris McDonough was up there on that land. It's not there. It's nowhere. It's nowhere. I did not see that van anywhere. And that is a red flag. That is a red flag, right? Where they had it, I don't know. I don't know. But you know, if they hid that red van, if they hid it, if they hid the red van, well, I'm going to tell you something. If they hid the red van, Summer was transported unalived. The only reason they would hide it is because, see, you can't. What I'm saying is, Summer lives there, and for her scent to be in the van, for her scent to, even if a dog picked up Summer's scent in the van, so what? So what? She lives there. But if a cadaver dog picks up something, well, you're going to prison. And the only reason you would hide it is if you're afraid of the cadaver dogs. You're not going to be afraid of the regular dogs. You're going to be afraid of cadaver dogs, though, because they pick up unalive stuff. And you know, the scent of that can't be gotten out of something too quickly, right? What I'm saying is that's a scent, man, that it lingers. I don't give a damn what you do. That scent lingers. It lingers for days, weeks. That is a scent that really is bad. It's bad. And that's the only reason. I mean, if they just transported her in it to give off to someone else, they wouldn't have cared about that. If they went to hand her off, because, you know, her being in it wouldn't have mattered because she lives there. She's in everything. You know, Candace could have been like, yeah, I forgot something in there. She climbed in this morning and got it out for me. You know, that would, you know, that would definitely, you know, justify her scent being in there, just sitting in there, you know, alive. She lives there. But unalived, whoa, that's a whole different ball game right there. So I don't know. We appreciate that, Hopeful. We appreciate that, girl. She says, God bless and heal you in every way. Take care. Glad you're in a good community in here. A lot of support, positivity. Amen. Absolutely. This place is amazing. But yeah. It's something to think about. You guys. But I wanted to bring out the recordings tonight for you, so you could hear some stuff. I'm also talking to someone else, another lady. Let me hold on a minute. Okay, her name is Mary. She's the one that said, she's the one White Boy's been going after, okay? She's the one that WB's been going after on Sideways. Now she said, I was talking with her, and she said that, and that she thought she had saw Summer with the lady that looked like Candace. Um, you know, they had come through her yard. They had come through her yard sometime early hours of the morning, like it wasn't daytime yet. It was really dark, and she couldn't see too good. But thought she thought the child looked like Summer that was with this woman. Um, she said she didn't say she had Summer, or she didn't say she had her. She said she seen her in 2022. Now I don't know. I don't know. You know, um, but there is people swearing. There is people swearing that they're seeing Summer. Um, we have the one gentleman that says he saw, you know, Robin Lane's husband with Summer at an Ace Hardware store. We had, this woman saying, "Hey, I saw some lady that looked like Candace with a little girl, and that looked like Summer, out in my yard." You know, Now I think I listened to this lady early on, and I believe this woman was saying that they were some weirdos out there in the woods, and they were keeping children. They were um, keeping children, like holding children out there, doing things to children. And Summer was one of the children they had. Now I think that's what I heard. I'm not for sure, but I'm pretty sure that's the tapes and stuff she was making. Um, you know, what I'm saying is, I don't know. I don't know. Um, hey, girl, I hope that wish list comes true too. I really do, and I think it will. I think it will. I have all faith in my God. I have all faith in my God. So there's nothing my God can't do. He knows what we truly want in our hearts, and I truly believe He wants to give us everything we want, and we want Summer found. I know I want Summer found. I want Summer found. I want her case. I want her case to be solved. I want this case to be over. I want Summer's case to be over. I want Summer's to be, she ain't with us anymore. I want her to be laid to rest. I want her brothers to know the truth. I want her brothers, I want Summer to have peace, and I want her brothers to have closure. And I want all of us to have closure too. We've been here a long time. We've been here a long time. And I hope God understands that, it's important to us. It's important to us to have this baby's case solved. We love this little girl. We love her. You know, it's, I know for a lot of people it's hard to believe that you can love someone, you know, that you didn't ever really know. But it's not hard. It's not hard, to love someone. Uh, a lot of people love Elvis Presley, right? It ain't crazy for them to love Elvis Presley. They don't know him, but they loved him, right? Well, why do people find it so hard that that we love these missing kids, that we wish they wasn't done the way they were done, that we want to be a voice for them, we want to stand up for these missing kids, we want the laws changed for these missing kids, we want we want what's righteous for every child. Every child should feel safe, right? Every child has a right to feel safe. every human every human on this earth has a right to feel safe. You know, everyone does. And these people who are evil, trust me, there is a God. And let me tell you, God is more powerful. God's the one that hurtled Satan out of heaven, right? He hurtled Satan out. If Satan was so powerful, he wouldn't have got his backside thrown out of heaven, right? Let us remember, God won that battle, right? God won. He threw Satan out. So, and at some point, he's going to destroy Satan completely. Satan won't be in their forever life. We will, but he won't. So, you better remember, it's better to do righteous than to do evil. You're only going to be here for a little while. Let me tell you, you're going to be in Hades for eternity. For eternity. And you ain't going to be able to torment nobody, because there are going to be people there tormenting the hell out of you. You won't be able to be evil there, because there's evil way worse than you that's going to be there. And you're going to wish then you would have been righteous, right? You're going to wish then you'd be righteous. So, these evil people, man, I don't give them a second thought. I don't give them a second thought, because I know they ain't getting away with nothing. They ain't getting away with anything. They're going to pay. They're going to pay for their evil deeds, right? They're going to pay. They're like the Bible says, they're like the freaking chaff in the wind. They're going to get just blown away, right? They just blow away into Hades. The righteous, well, the righteous is going to live forever. They're going to live forever. I don't let haters or evil people, destroy my love, kindness, and caring. I don't let nobody take that away from me. I just don't do it. I'm going to love, and I'm going to care, and I'm going to be kind, because I want to. And I'm not going to let no evil destroy that. I'm not going to let them destroy that. Their evilness belongs to them. I say keep it. Keep it. You're not going to turn me into a hater because you are. That shit don't work. Right? That shit don't work with me. I have too much fun getting the humor. I get the humor out of those people, right? They make me laugh. I laugh because, they know not what they do, right? They know not what they do. They ain't getting at nobody. All they're doing is getting at themselves. You're not a hater. If you love yourself, you're not a hater. You're a lover. The only way you're a hater is if you dislike you. There's something wrong with you that you don't like. And then you project it on other people. So, what's worse? Disliking yourself that much, or, putting up with a little bit of projection from somebody that dislikes themselves that much? Well, I say, putting up a little bit of projection, right? A little bit of their BS is a lot better than being them. I don't want to be them. So I just sit around, and like I said, I get the humor out of it, right? I get the humor. I'm like, damn, you must really hate yourself, man. I don't understand it, but you got issues, right? You got issues. $150 an hour, I might listen to them. Right? $150 an hour, I might listen to them. I might try to help them straighten out all their issues. I might try to help them love themselves again. I ain't going to do that shit for free. Right? I ain't going to do that shit for free. That's a job. That's a job, man. Could you imagine? Could you imagine having Moo Moo laying on your sofa? Could you imagine having Moo Moo lay on your sofa and trying to get her to love herself? Come on. That's one hell of a job and a strain on that sofa, right? That'd be a real strain. That'd be a real strain on the sofa and me. Just saying, you know. Or white boy. Could you imagine having white boy freaking laying on a sofa? Oh my gosh. I mean, whoa, you know, that's a strain too. That's a real strain now. Now that, you know, I know his dark secrets. That would be an extra strain. But yeah, that shit's work, man. That's work. I'm telling you, no lie. But anyway, PG's going to get out of here. You know, like I said, we learned a lot tonight. We didn't know. We learned a lot tonight. We didn't know. We didn't, we didn't know, you know, how Fred knew, you know, this guy right here, right? We didn't know how Fred knew him. We had no idea, right? We had no idea. I mean, now we know that, Fred had 2 episodes with this guy, right? 2 episodes, two run-ins with this guy. We know that this guy ran off with grandma's glasses, right? We know that this guy ran off with granny's glasses. That's why they're so big on his face. Um, we're learning a lot. We're learning a lot out here, you guys. And like I said, we're learning a lot more. Now, I don't know if I'm going to do the recording. It depends on how much of the recording I'm willing to play. It depends on how much of the recording I'm willing to play. If I decide to play certain parts of the recording, I might have to do members only. I might have to. It's not that I want to. But I'm going to try. I'm going to try to, like I said, I'm going to try to, I'm going to put it into content. I might take out. If I bring it out here for all of you, I'll have to hold some things back. I'll have to hold some stuff back. That's what I'm saying. So, but when I do, bring it out, I think I think you guys going to get it, get an earful. You're going to get a real earful of some things, and you're going to get a real earful of some new names being mentioned, that, some more people that, we didn't know about hanging inside of Ben Hill Road. There's a lot going on inside Ben Hill Road, you guys, that, whoa, we didn't know, right? We didn't know, but it will be coming out. I also am going to, at that time, I'm going to talk to you guys about some other stuff as well. I decided not to bring everything out tonight because, like I said, I was running late tonight. I wasn't able to get it all into content and able to get everything together. It's been a busy day for PG. So, I got some stuff going on you guys know nothing about, and in my personal life, and I don't bring my personal life out here, but I've been having a lot going on. So with that being said, I won't be in here tomorrow at all, and I'll be back Tuesday night, and hopefully and if I decide to do members only, I will post it. Um, on Facebook. I will post it also on the community wall and let everybody know what time. Um, and Tuesday, I'm going to try to come in early. I'm going to try to get in early Tuesday evening to put out, what I'm going to put out here. And it's not going to be, I know I'm going to, I know I'm probably going to get some backlash, and that's going to be all right. That's going to be all right because, like I said, I don't care. I don't care. I don't care. This is about summer. This is about summer. It's always been about summer. I ain't got time. I ain't got time to, worry about other people's feelings. I'm not going to worry about other people's feelings. I'm not going to. You know, that live up in Ben Hill Road. I don't worry about Andy's or Jody Sue's feelings. I don't sure to hell don't worry about Don Candace and Grandis's. And and I'm not going to give a shit about anybody else's as well, like Fred, right? Like Fred. Fred tried to renege on knowing, this weirdo right here. He tried to renege on it. And I got to ask myself why. Better yet, why don't we ask Fred? Right? Better yet, why don't we ask Fred why he tried to renege on knowing this man? Right? Why don't we ask Fred? I'd like to hear the answers to that. I'd like to hear the answers. Because I don't know. Now, I do know the name. I do know who the close person to him was. I know who the child was that this weirdo did what it done. I do know that. Could that be why he tried to renege? Maybe. Maybe he didn't. Maybe he didn't want, to open that can of worms. I don't know. I'm just saying. I don't know. But anyway, I will be back Tuesday, you guys. As I always, when I come in here, before we go out, I ask, please keep the prayers going up for Summer. Please keep those prayers going up for this baby in the name of Jesus Christ. Amen. Before you go to bed, bow your head, fold your hands, and while you're praying for yourself and your family and your grandkids and all the people you love, say a little prayer for Summer. Say a little prayer for all these missing babies, right? For Michael Vaughn, for Summer, for Eli. Quentin gets justice. Sebastian is found. There's so much going on out here. So much. And, these are just a few. These are just a few of the children. Right? This is just a few of the children that wish someone was praying for them. Let us pray for all of these babies. Let us pray for all of these abused children, all of these missing children, all these missing people in this world, period. Let us pray for them. Pray that God allows them to be found. Pray that their family gets the closure they're so praying for. Let us join forces with pure righteousness and do righteousness, right? Because I'm going to tell you something. We all have a heaven to gain, the hell to shun too. We all have that to gain and shun. And you gain it by being one big force for righteousness. That's how you gain it. Stand together with God and his son Jesus Christ, and do what's righteous in the sight of God And that's, God put us on this earth. He doesn't give us another day just for us. He gives us another day because people out there need us. People need us. When our work is done on this earth, when our work is done, well, God takes us home. And if you get another day, your work ain't done. Your work ain't done. So keep working. Keep working, you guys. Keep working. I'm going to say good night. God bless. Much love. Keep those prayers going up for JLR. Keep them going up for one another. I see so many people in the chat been asking for prayers. People on Facebook asking for prayers. Listen, you guys. Let us pray. Let us pray. Because God can move mountains. We can't, but God can. So let us pray. Amen. God bless. Much love. Good night.